Hello, welcome to The Print. I am Amna Begum Ansari. Gossip about public figures, especially film stars and their private lives, once belonged to page 3 or the celebrity magazines lying around in the waiting rooms. Not anymore. Social media has changed the relationship between celebrities and the public. People no longer just consume gossip, they participate in it in real time. It sometimes feels like neighborhood uncle auntie gossip session has simply moved online, only now it plays out on a national level instead of a local mohalla. Aamir Khan's recent marriage to entrepreneur and fashion stylist Gauri Sprat has generated a storm of headlines, memes, and endless social media commentary. But one development stood out. Somehow, the actor's third marriage managed to upset section of both the Hindu right and conservative Muslim voices. Even more ironically, a public fatwa was reportedly issued condemning the marriage. It's understandable that ordinary Indians may indulge in a few jokes. Satirist, meme page, and social media user will likely mock a 61-year-old actor getting married for the third time. That is hardly surprising given how Indian society has long valued the idea of one lifelong partner. And while attitudes towards divorce have changed somewhat, particularly in urban India, multiple divorces are still seen with suspicion. Many people assume that fault must lie with the individual rather than acknowledging that any relationship is complicated. Of course, Indians do not really believe personal matters are personal. Someone else's life is often everybody else's business. That is simply part of our social culture. So the jokes and gossip were going to come. But what is incomprehensible is the allegation of love jihad and issuance of fatwa at same time. Amir Khan's all three marriages, Reena Datta, Kiran Rao, and now Gauri, were interfaith marriage under India's civil law. None of his wives converted to Islam. If the idea behind love jihad law is to protect women from deception, coercion, or forced religious conversion, then from what angle does Amir Khan's marriage fit that description? Here is a man whose marriages were entered into publicly and ended where they ended through mutual consent and respect. His wife did not convert to Islam. His own family has a long history of respecting individual choice in marriage. His sister married a Hindu man without controversy, and interfaith relationships within the family have never been treated as a threat to religious identity. So, what exactly is the basis for Maharashtra BJP Minister Nitesh Rane describing this as a love jihad? If every interfaith marriage involving a Muslim man is automatically placed in that category, then the term cease to describe coercion and instead become a label applied on Muslim choices regardless of the facts. Some Muslim clerics were not far behind, issuing a fatwa against the marriage. That left me with an even simpler question. Why? A fatwa, after all, is nothing more than a legal opinion issued by an Islamic scholar, usually in response to someone seeking religious guidance. So, who exactly was asking for a scholarly opinion on celebrities' personal life? If Amir Khan himself wanted religious advice, he could have sought it privately. Turning it into a public spectacle seems far more about headlines than about offering genuine guidance. The funny part is that these same clerics would not have issued a fatwa if Amir Khan's wives had converted to Islam and the actor was still married to both Reena and Kiran. That would probably have been far more acceptable to them than marrying under India's civil law while respecting each woman's right to keep her own faith. The problem is not multiple marriages. The problem is respecting a woman's choice to remain in her own faith. So why have the love jihad allegation and public fatwa come only after the third marriage? When Khan married Reena Datta in 1986, India had no social media, no 24-hour news cycle, and no digital ecosystem capable of turning every religious opinion into a viral political debate. By the time he married Kiran Rao in 2005, the media landscape had changed considerably, yet there was no talk of love jihad for or nor was any fatwa issued. Today the outrage machine is always switched on. Everything is turned into an opportunity to reinforce ideological narrative and fight cultural wars. What makes the fatwa even more puzzling is that Gauri Sprat is a Christian. Under many traditional Islamic jurisprudence, a Muslim man marrying a Christian or Jewish woman is considered permissible because they are regarded as Ahl Kitab, the people of the book. That only makes the fatwa harder to understand. This controversy says far less about Amir Khan's marriage than it does about the society we have become. The facts about Amir Khan's marriage have not changed much, yet the reaction today are dramatically different. Whether one believes Amir Khan made the right personal choice is entirely a matter of individual consciousness. Whether one agree with religious opinion issued against his marriage is equally a matter of faith and interpretation. But one question remains worth asking. If the facts have remained largely the same across three marriages, what changed between 1986, 2005 and 2026?